If we're adults, sometimes we have to just realize we can't know everything. We won't know everything we want to know. And sometimes we're not supposed to for very good reason. I don't know what the reasons are. And I'll still look and search, and I would never tell people not to. I'm just saying be careful to not get obsessed or compelled too much with certain facts in this case. Because it will take away your own life, and that's not worth anything, right? This is a murder case, and it's horrible, but there's something not right. We all know. So the whole reason why they didn't require him to give the weapon is because they didn't care. They did not give a fuck about the story. They were happy with the sentence. So does the guilty plea mean he's factually guilty? Well, from a legal standpoint, yes. But epistemically, it's so hard. Where I haven't said that one in a long time. Epistemically, meaning in the sense of the truth, no, it's not. People plead guilty to crimes they don't commit. Newsflash: people plead guilty to crimes they do not commit. When evidence is circumstantial but emotionally powerful, to avoid catastrophic sentencing risk. And this was an emotional case. These were four bright, handsome, beautiful, gorgeous, charismatic, everybody knew them on the campus, college kids. There's a lot of emotion tied to that. And even with just a little shitty piece of touch DNA evidence, emotion can sway a jury. And a lot of juries don't understand DNA at all. They just hear DNA and they think it's over. They don't care that touch DNA can be transferred. That doesn't even mean that Brian even ever touched that fucking snap. Okay. Somebody else could have touched it after they touched something of his and then got his on there. That's genuinely what it could mean. There's a whole study on it out there. And if you don't believe me, go look. So if you're going to convince a jury that he's guilty based on that shit, you think, why the hell would you ever plead guilty? I'm going to tell you why. This makes a lot of sense to me. We had all these questions, and now I think we have some answers. Especially these things are documented where innocent people plead guilty in capital cases. In cases that hinge on forensic evidence that juries misunderstand. Okay? The guilty plea appears to have been a strategic resolution driven by sentencing risk and evidentiary uncertainty, rather than a reflection of a fully corroborated factual account. The prosecution prioritized a guaranteed life sentence over the unpredictability of trial, and the defendant prioritized certainty over vindication. This inference fits all known facts without asserting innocence or guilt. And so, just looking at it from a statistical standpoint, it's hard to say whether he's innocent or guilty based on the fact, even after he pled guilty.